woke up and had to tell Nathan what I had done. That was probably the most difficult day of my life. Just to see the hurt in somebody's eyes that you really care about.
I just sat back and took a deep, deep breath because I'd been doing the same thing. My expectations was that Katie would pretty much cook and clean the house because that's what I was brought up to believe.
I always expected Nathan to be always loving me and paying attention to me and helping me and sharing in responsibilities.
I wanted to go to school, and she wanted to go to school also. And in the beginning, I did what I could to, I guess, squish her dream so that mine would prevail.
You get so confused and wrapped up in expectations that it's just easy to kind of go astray.
We pretty much didn't care how the other person felt. She was going off and hanging out with some of her friends, at the bar or doing whatever, and I was hanging out with my friends, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night.
Our house began to be kind of silently angry. I kind of learned to fight quietly. I never wanted it to be over. I always wanted to be married to Nathan. But I guess I just didn't know how to bring it back and to make it what it needed to be. I was lost. I just didn't know how to make it work. We've probably been married about 3.5 years, and I found myself having an affair with a man from work.
My part was pretty secretive. She didn't have any clue what I was doing. Mine was just a couple of one-night stands, which were emotionally meaningless to me. Hers, on the other hand, was more emotional than it was anything. And we were just driving each other apart into somebody else's arms.
God put this incredible conviction on me, and I couldn't continue with it, so I ended it. About a week or two after I had ended it, a friend of ours had come to talk to us, to invite us to church. God
had been speaking to us, for a couple of weeks before that. About, it seems like everywhere I turned, somebody was asking me, are you guys in church? And when we got there, it was almost as if Christ just walked to our pew in the aisle and just slapped us both across the face and said, I've brought you here, I've walked you to the front door, what more do you want? I still had not told him what I had done, and about 3 months into going to church, I woke up one morning. She woke up one morning just bawling, and I asked her what was wrong, and she said, I can't tell you, I can't tell you. It was though God told me that in order for me to be able to move on, to be able to grow, and to be able to repair our relationship, that I was going to have to tell him. In the back of my mind, I knew exactly what she had to tell me. I just didn't know who or when or why. It was like he assured me that it was going to be hard, but if I would do this, then he would make our relationship wonderful, beyond even my comprehension. So we sat in my truck, and she spilled her guts and told me everything about it, and told her that Jesus had been telling her that she needs to tell me this. And at that moment, Christ told me, tell your wife what you've been doing, because you two can forgive each other, and I can make your marriage something awesome. She reacted completely different than I thought she would. She just looked at me and said, I forgive you. Without Jesus, I think that we would be divorced right now. We're not moving laterally to each other. We're moving centrally towards God, and that's bringing us close together. And that's something that I love from the bottom of my heart. The kind of miracle that God did for us is more than words could even express.
I can look in the mirror and I can be proud of what God has done for us.